When people come together in a group setting, there's a natural development in relationships that occurs. This process happens to all people, and it certainly applies to the participants on a weekend. This is a predictable process that goes through 4 distinct steps or phases. They are inclusion, power and control, affection, continuing community. The first stage, inclusion, starts on Thursday evening. On Thursday evening, the participants show up with questions on their minds. These are the same questions we would address when we come into a new environment and meet with new people. The spirit with which the team approaches the participants on Thursday has a huge impact on how included the participants feel. The fact of the matter is, it takes about 8 hours to work through each of the stages of this group development. It takes the entire first day as the participants get to know each other and the team. Their underlying questions will continue to be, what do I have to do to get accepted here? Groups of people everywhere, without really knowing why, just naturally want to celebrate as they complete a stage. The reason for this is that in order to move to the next stage of group development, there has to be a celebration. On Friday morning, we're still in stage 1, inclusion. Why? Because we haven't spent enough time together yet. So why don't we have a celebration on Thursday night? Because we haven't spent enough time together yet. On Friday morning, we are still in the inclusion stage, but the question has changed a little. Inclusion means, now that I have decided to stay, how do I get in? The design of Friday's schedule helps to provide opportunities for the team to help the participants find ways to be included. These might be discussions, the posters, and general agape. Can you see why it's so important to encourage participants to be involved? It's helping them to find the reasons to feel included, and it's part of getting them further through the group development progression. The discussions, posters, and agape all build acceptance right into the program. The Kairos program is ideally designed to accomplish this stage. It will take them all day to be assured of the team's acceptance. After the first day together, and after the opening the door talk, the poster party is a perfect way to let the celebration begin. The next stage of group development is the power and control stage. On Saturday morning, there is something new in the air. We've moved to stage 2, power and control, and it's good. In effect, power and control means the same thing. If you have power, then you can control something. And if you can control something, then you have power. People can express power in very constructive ways, like giving their opinion when they weren't saying anything on Friday, or trying to change someone's mind on something. But power and control can also be tested out through disagreement. We see disagreement going on all the time in group settings. In the environment on Saturday, it is a natural part of the process. When you see it happening, don't fret. Realize that it represents that progress is being made. We do want to channel the negative aspect of disagreement into a more positive direction, however. The key thing that the team should do on Saturday is to let them exercise power and control in every way possible. Encourage them to design the poster, decide what they feel about a talk, etc. Encourage the controller types on Saturday to help pull in the non-participants. Use their growing comfort to the benefit of the growing family bond. This will take intentional effort on the part of the table leaders. The team should be aware that the process of group development applies to them as well. We'll all go through these stages even during team meetings. The Saturday program is just wonderful for dealing with the disagreements and power struggles. The chapel visits with the we-focused prayers are just perfect. The unforgiveness list lets them write the names of the people they might be frustrated with. The forgiveness meditation tells them what they should do about it. What could be better? With most people feeling like the power and control stage has been resolved, the natural urge is for a party. The Saturday poster party, to a lesser degree, but especially the open mic, provides an opportunity for that celebration. In the affection stage, disagreements for the most part are gone. All of a sudden, you can't make them have a disagreement. The hugging, touching, and deep sharing are everywhere today. The Sunday program is designed to encourage a growing intimacy among the participants. It's critical that the team members encourage the participant-to-participant interaction more on Sunday and minimize the team's own involvement. Even though the community feels close and loving, there will be some who are terrified by the closeness. Their palms are going to be sweaty and their stomachs will be churning. Usually these are the ones who don't come back for the instructional reunion. Look for the people that are holding back and let them know that you've sometimes felt that way too. Let them talk about their discomfort, knowing that it's okay for them to feel that way. How do we move to the next stage? The celebration on Sunday is the closing ceremony, a spiritual celebration. The room should feel like it is filled with joy, but don't let it turn out to be a circus. While in the affection stage, groups are never able to deal well with difficult issues. They are so taken with the closeness that they are out of touch with difficult realities, like living a Christian life in prison. The intervening week until the instructional reunion gives them time to process what has happened during the 3.5 days, and by the time of the instructional reunion, most are ready to begin working together on their spiritual journey. So we've just talked about the process that humans go through, stages or phases that they go through in group development, and that included inclusion, power and control, and affection. But now the important part is, where do they go from here? And that's what continuing community is about. The intervening week until the instructional reunion gives them time to process what has happened during the 3.5 days. And by the time of the instructional reunion, they're ready to begin working together on their spiritual journey. They need to understand how important it is to support each other in the prayer and share environment, and that this is the foundation of them being able to stay together as a community.